Hello, I'm Betsan Corkill and I'm based in the city of Bath in the UK. I'm a former physiotherapist now working as a lifestyle health coach. I trained as a physiotherapist in the 1970s in a London teaching hospital. And it was a time when physiotherapists were very much trained as body mechanics. But now, of course, we know that health and ill health are a lot more complex than this. Fast forward to 2002 when I gave up physiotherapy because I became frustrated at the system I found myself in. I was working in the community, visiting people of all ages who for some reason weren't able to come into the physiotherapy department. I hadn't realised until I began this work just how many people live within four walls, many of whom never see another human from 1 week to the next. And I'd be asked by the GP to help with their mobility, but it didn't take long to realise that Mrs. Smith wasn't getting out of her chair because she had no reason to, no purpose or meaning to her day or life. And I felt we needed to take a step back with these people. They needed social contact, social interaction, to find a purpose to each day, to develop an interest in the world, before they could be expected to make the lifestyle changes they needed. So I had a complete change of career and became a freelance production editor on a range of leisure-based magazines, including a large craft portfolio, where I was put in charge of the letters pages. And most of these letters spoke about the therapeutic benefits of crafts, but particularly knitting. This was from a lady who had tried to take her own life. Her husband, in desperation, had taken a knitting kit into the hospital. So this was really powerful, profound, life-changing stuff. And the most compelling thing was the large numbers of people from around the world, from different cultures and backgrounds, saying very similar things. So then, it was then a little light went on in my head. Could this be used to motivate people, to provide purposeful activity from an armchair, to spark an interest in the world again? And soon knitters from around the world started to send me their stories, and I realised there was a lot more to it, and something which could possibly change the way we treat long-term conditions. So I wanted to know what was happening and how. I wanted to know the science behind all these stories. I soon realised that people could learn to enhance the natural benefits of knitting, so I started to develop the idea of therapeutic knitting, to use it as an effective tool to deliberately improve well-being and to facilitate positive change across a range of issues. I realised too that unlike other activities, it's also immensely practical as a healthcare tool. Its portability plays a big part in this, giving you a powerful tool at your fingertips, anytime, anywhere. So I'm going to leave you with those thoughts and my knitting equation, which illustrates the complexity of what lies behind knitting. Like health, it's complex, it's fascinating, and all the individual aspects are closely entwined.